Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Violet and I hope you consider subscribing. So today is day 4 of 12 days of Christmas DIYs. I hope you've been enjoying all these fun DIYs that I've been sharing with you. Today's tutorial, I'm going to share with you how I made 2 different Christmas DIY card holders. The first one, you're going to need one of these wire bristle brushes that you can get at Dollar Tree, and you're just going to remove the bristles. And I'm sorry, but I lost the footage of that part, but all you do is get some pliers and just remove each one of the bristles. They're really easy to remove. Next, you're going to grab some ribbon or some wire, anything that you want to use to hang your cards on. In my case, I'm using some fishing wire that I had just because I wanted it to look clear and basically not see that string from your my wooden piece. So all I did was grab 4 strands of the fishing wire and tie them onto my piece of wood. With any wiring or ribbon that you're using, make sure you tie a few knots on it just to make sure it stays nice and secure, or you can even add some hot glue if you'd like, just to make sure it stays in place. Once you're done adding all your ribbons or wiring to your wooden piece, what you're going to do is basically lay it flat. And what I did was I put a piece of tape at the end of each one of the wire strings just to make sure that it stays in place and it's nice and straight. Once you're done adding all your tape and straightening out each one of your strands of wiring or ribbon that you placed on your wood, what you're going to do is grab some snowflakes. And I just grabbed these plastic white snowflakes that you can get at Dollar Tree, and I believe there's 10 in a package. So I just had a few extra ones, and that's what I'm using. But they also have the wooden ones that I think would look really pretty on this as well. So what you're doing is you're just going to randomly place your snowflakes wherever you like, and once you're happy where you place them, you're just going to remove the little strand that it comes with, or string, and you're going to glue them onto your wire. And to glue my snowflakes, all I used was my hot glue gun. Let me know, are you going to use these plastic snowflakes, or are you going to use the wooden ones? I think each one would look really adorable depending on what style you're going for. So once you're done adding glue to all your snowflakes, you can flip each one around and make sure you add a little bit more glue and then allow them to dry before you go to your next step. When I was thinking about what kind of tutorials I wanted to do, and I thought about making these card holders or displayers, I was wondering, do you guys normally send out Christmas cards or Christmas, family photos every year, or is it something that you don't typically do? I know when my children were younger, I used to send them out quite a bit, basically every year. But as they got older, I just stopped doing it. And this year, since everything is so different, and I know I'm not going to be able to see a lot of my family members, the ones that live far away, and also even the ones that live close by, due to everything that's going on, I decided to go ahead and, take a family photo and send them out with a Christmas card to all my friends and family. So, like I said, I decided to do that this year, knowing that I hadn't done it in quite a while. But are you doing it this year? Are you going to give out Christmas cards, or is it something that you normally do every year? I'm just kind of curious to know who still does it every year. But yeah, it's something that I know I fell out of doing But I'm kind of excited to send out Christmas cards, and hopefully I'll receive some so I can display them on my card holder display. But yeah, let me know if you guys are doing this as well this year. So once you're done adding all of your snowflakes, just double knot the bottom of each one of your strands and add a little bit of glue just to give it some weight. That way your strands can kind of fall flat down. So once you're done with that, go ahead and get some rope, or in my case yarn that I'm using, and get 3 strands, because what you're going to do is just knot all 3 strands together, and we're going to braid them to form a hanging rope on top of our card holder. So just go ahead and wrap your yarn around one side and just give it a few knots and cut off any of that extra yarn that it may have, and then you're just going to start braiding your yarn. And as you can see, I'm just making a simple braid. You can easily just twist it if you don't want to braid it too. Alright, so once you're done braiding your yarn, what you're going to do is again just knot that end, and then you're going to wrap it around your wood piece and tie it around there as well. And then there's how you're going to be hanging your card holder. Okay, so once you're done adding your hanging rope on top, what you're going to do is get some of these miniature clothespins, and I believe they come 15 a pack, so you have quite a few, and just start adding some clothespins throughout your card holder string or strings, and this is how you're going to display your cards. Now, I haven't received any Christmas cards yet, so hopefully I will. And if you want to send me a Christmas card, my mailing information is down below as well. I love to receive some from you guys as well. But so what I'm going to do is just add some napkins on here just to show you how it would look with some cards on here. Again, like I said, you don't have to necessarily just add cards on here. You can add your Christmas photos or memories of Christmas that, have passed, just to display them. I think it's really pretty to have these around your home. Again, just to display some of the Christmas holiday spirit that, you've had in the past or, receiving this year. So our next card holder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 of these foot-long rulers that I have from Home Depot, and I'm just going to glue them to one of these wooden piece wordings or decor pieces from Dollar Tree. And as you can see, I'm just using hot glue to connect everything together. Once everything is nice and dry, what I decided to do was get a little screw and screw them onto each end of my wood piece to attach it to my bottom display piece. So once you're done with that, what I did was I decided to go ahead and add a second sign at the bottom just to make it a little bit wider at the bottom part, but you don't necessarily have to add the second piece. And I just attached it with some hot glue. So now all you're going to do, once everything is nice and dry, you're going to go ahead and just spray paint it whatever color you like. And I decided to use this caramel color from Rust-Oleum. Once everything is nice and dry, bring it back in, and then what I did was grab some jute twine, tie a knot at the top of my Christmas tree display, and then I just wrapped it a few times. Since I only added hot glue at the top, I wanted to make sure it stayed in place, so I did wrap it a few times. Then I added some hot glue to the rope to kind of make it go downwards in order for me to wrap the rest of it around for me to hang my cards. So all I did was just zigzag the jute twine around my Christmas tree. And you can even do this with some fairy lights. And I think that would look really pretty as well. So you can make this so many different ways. Again, I'm making it more farmhouse style, but you can spray paint this white or green, and then again add some fairy lights, or even add some nautical rope if you want it more of a boho style. Let me know in the comments below, what style are you going to make your Christmas tree? So as you can see, I'm just zigzagging the jute twine around my tree, and I'm wrapping it around each one of the wraps when I do twist it around. And then as you can see, some of them I do knot it just to make sure it stays in place. I know it's not going to be too heavy with the cards, but in case I want to add some Christmas ornaments on here as well, I wanted to make sure that my rope would stay in place and not slide down. So you can add as many zigzags as you like, depending on how many you want is how far apart they'll be. So once I got to the bottom, I did wrap it around twice each way and knot it just to make sure it stayed in place. And I was going to cut my rope here once I was done knotting it and adding all of the zigzags, but I didn't like that opening gap where I added the bottom second piece. So what I decided to do was just kind of use the same jute twine that I did to zigzag and just place it right in the center so you won't see that gap. So I just added some hot glue and wrapped around my jute twine at the bottom piece about 2 or 3 times. And once I was happy with the amount of times I wrapped it around, all I did was just kind of play with the other ropes and make a knot with my jute twine, and then I added some hot glue to make sure it stayed in place. And again, just add some clothespins wherever you like, just to have them there until you receive your cards or pictures. But you can also even add ornaments on here as well. You can display your favorite ornaments on here or just add a certain color. So this is the way they look with my napkins, again, because I don't have Christmas cards right now. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. Until tomorrow, you guys stay blessed. Bye.